Testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
All
Testing,
right.
testing. All right.
Okay. We should be good now, right?
Okay.
We're gonna get started. Um, Received a new box today. Sorry, forgive me. I forgot the important part. Just had to protect my identity. So, received a new package today. Uh, and it's more FanHome Enterprise stuff. So, what we have is our stages, magazine, and then, for what seems like finally, we have a parts box. So let's take a look here. Like how it's dated 2020. That must be when this had first come out. This the sticker label is applied unevenly. I wonder if I can peel this off and apply it myself without like ripping it. Because I do want to, I want to keep it this way. I just want it to actually be applied properly, please. Yeah, we're dealing with stage 4 of the build. Right, this is working. It's just taking forever. Don't just like rip right at the end. Oh, that's what I didn't want. Okay. Okay, so now that we have it off, oh, it's probably my fault. entirely my fault. All based on how I took it off in the first place. Okay, well that is much better. It got a little wrinkled, but it's on there proper now. Okay. Anyway, it's a nice little container. It'll work better than what I have. Certainly larger. It's like, this is what I was using currently. Why don't I go ahead and just move everything in here. Starting with AP. Yeah, this is like an old case for some sort of, I want to say like a jewelry thing. Some sort of other like crafting thing that I did. I'll do AMs on this one. I still really think that something like this should be coming on like one of the very first stages. Like, okay. They probably give it to you a little bit later, right? Because they don't want to spend the money to send you the good stuff until like you're in it, right? So pack 1 is definitely like a no. Pack 1 is when they get like their feelers, right? It's like, we think that you might be interested in this, but still feeling you out. And then, see, I think that it should come in pack 2. That's how I feel. Okay, there we go. There's everything moved over. There's not much in here. I don't know exactly how much this is going to fill up anyway during the build, but we'll see. So let's take a look at what we got. We have our magazine. And looks like we are doing stages 11, 12, 13, and 14. And from what I'm seeing, it appears to be basically we are extending the saucer section frame for the top, and then we're doing some stuff on the Cobra neck. But it doesn't seem like this is a terribly large section. We got... Oh, I remember this episode. It's like with the guy that like helps Wesley learn how to be smart or something like that. Which, I mean, as annoying as Wesley is, this episode was actually kind of cool. And I like Worf. That's good. That's good. Old school Worf. Uh, that's amazing. And then this is the episode where everyone got annoyed with Wesley. Oh god, it's such a strange episode. It's like, oh, he fell in there. He has to die now. Battle. Ferengi, the Stargazer. Okay. That's right, his old ship. Isn't like the new Enterprise basically based off of like the Stargazer? I don't know. There's no like model for it yet, so I don't know. And then Deanna's mother. Oh, and these were always fun episodes where he like pretends that he's the detective guy. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Let's get ourselves a little bit more prepared. Get our build mat. Right, so let's get started. So for stage 11, let's take a look. Alright, so stage 11 has a light spreader, light, pre-painted windows, and a bit of the frame. So it looks like we're starting with the Cobra next, so I might as well just get some of this stuff out, huh? I know that we're going to be needing this. This is what we have so far of the saucer. Here's what we have so far of the Cobra neck. Here's our battery tester. As far as I know, this is what we need so far. Oh. I almost forgot my little oil pot. I need to clean or something. Okay. So I'd have to like tape that down or something. Help reinforce it in the meantime. Okay. Let's play with some BM. BP. So we are taking this and with it turned over. Like we are adding this section in here. Okay. Okay, and then we want this light cable and carefully bend the rubber casing at the end of the black and yellow so the bulb is set at a 90-degree angle. Okay, we are at a 90-degree angle. So what it's telling me is is this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these are both going to be the same thing anyway. Oh no, I did the right one. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Am I plugging two different LEDs in here? I think I am. Yeah, because it wants me to put this LED here. That's the one that I bent. And then it wants this LED unbent to be there. Interesting that it's not the same LED. Okay. Then we are taking this part and we are going to use this to hold them down. And these are going to be BPs. No. That is your home. These are just going into plastic, so I'm just being really careful. I'm not trying to like force them in or anything. One more. Come on here. Alright. It just hadn't found its home yet. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that's all we have to do here. Now we are taking this piece. Looks like we're installing it right in here. These are BMs. This is metal in metal, so I am going to use a little bit of oil. Gonna loosely put them in. Okay. Pointing this way so I can get some good leverage. I really want to make sure that these are in tight. I guess this means that this is the first like half that we've completed, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. So that's the front half of the top of the saucer. Okay. The upper skeleton, as it says. Alright, so for stage 12, we need this guy. We got another set of windows. We got another light blocker. More screws. Excuse me. Okay. So, looks like we're going back to the cobra neck. And it is having us place this set of windows right in there. It is actually mentioning that this is now going to be partially bent. Okay, and then we are also going to be bending these carefully. That just goes in like that. Here. Honestly, I might not really worry about that so much right now. I'm going to put our little light blocker in. Use this. Okay, now BPs. Okay. All right, there we go. Windows are now successfully in. I do appreciate that they're not an exact mirror of each other. Okay, it's now actually telling me to bend all 4 cables up towards the interior. That super carefully. And then we're going to test. There we go. Interestingly, I don't know if this piece has been painted. Huh. I think I got a blank piece. It doesn't affect the windows, but... yeah, I don't know if you can see it properly, but there we go. Yeah, if you look, the light is basically lighting up this whole thing. So I think that this wasn't properly painted. Oh, that's so funny. All right, cool. All right, cool. Well, that's good because after bending those LEDs, obviously I would get worried that they weren't working properly, but they are. So, perfect. So now we can set that off to the side. And looks like we are adding these to the ends so that we can start expanding it further. There's no difference between these pieces, so it's not going to matter which I use. And again, with these ones, I just like to get them started. Okay. Got them all in. Okay, good. I wonder when we'll actually start adding stuff to this. Kind of feel like what they'll make us finish it first. All right, cool. That's stage 12. So I need stage 13. Got a piece of the skeleton. We got a red piece, which I'm assuming is the impulse. Yeah. And there's that. Screws. BMs. And a new type of screw. New screw just dropped. DPs. Alright, looks like we're starting with the Cobra neck again. Okay, so it tells me that we are placing the main impulse engine, part 13B, at the narrow end of the battle section rear neck, 07C, as shown, and fix into position with 3 DP screws. So, alright, sliding this in. Okay. And then with our brand new friend DP, we are screwing that in place. That's what we look like now. Red cover on there. What we? So it says keep the main impulse reflector on hand for use in stage 14. Okay, so we are putting this aside along with this, and then we are moving on to more skeleton. And it appears that this section is being added right here. So we're back to our friends, the BMs. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. That is stage 13. Complete one more stage. Stage 14. Juyon. Stage Juyon. Screws. A piece of plastic. Oh, a different type of LED. Okay, so we have some CPs. BMs. Have a clear piece of plastic that I probably should hold on to. BPs, which, you know what, I'm actually just going to keep those here. Okay. I'll leave that over. Because it looks like the first thing that we're doing with this stage is the skeleton. More of our BM friends. Yeah. Hey. Nice. Like that is getting like significantly large. But I like it. Okay, so there's that. Done with the skeleton for today. So it says that we're moving back onto this. And we're going to take the main impulse engine reflector, which was this guy, and that part 14B, assuming is this. Yep. So this little thin strip of plastic. Oh. We have this, and it says that we are placing it inside here. Which, to me, is wild. Like, why wasn't this just, like, built this way? And then we are slotting the combined reflector parts into the main impulse engine. So, slot it in. Like that. See, like, a different color, like white now, showing through. Then, we are taking this friend, and we are while which way is this going on? Oh, I see. Okay. It's a locating lug to locate it, and then 1 BP to hold it in on the other side. Got it. Doesn't need to be super tight. And then this is going to go on top of everything. And use those CPs we had gotten. literally made a sound. I don't want to push it any further. You know what? I feel like I actually want to cover up that little bit of exposed metal. Here is... Hey. There we go. It's literally just like the end of the soldering points. Okay. Now that that's in, we can test. You know what? I'm just gonna plug everything that we had plugged in back in. You know what? Why don't I just go ahead and plug everything in? There we go. So that's all our lights up here that we did last time, I think. And then the new lights for today. And then finally the impulse down here. All done. How this shows up on camera. There we go. Not bad. That's it. Stage done. Nothing super crazy in this one. But still, we expanded that and did some more in the Copernic. I still find it funny that this is so lightly painted. Like with the power off, it still shows up silver, but it's like clear. Alright. I could do something about that. I mean, I could repaint any of these pieces if I really, really wanted to. But you know what? I don't think that I'm going to. Okay. Well, I've actually learned a couple new tricks between now and the last time I streamed, so I don't have to go downstairs anymore for very much stuff, so I'll be right back. We are going to swap over to building bricks. Anyway, thanks for watching this. Again, if you are interested in this, I'm sure that you can check it out on FanHome's website. It is a subscription thing. I'm only doing it purely because I really like it, and I felt myself in a position where I could afford it. I'm not doing what other people do, where they'll like start up multiple subscriptions and sort of have them start in like different spots so they can like double up on some of the parts that they're getting, or like build it faster. I am building it purely at the speed that they are giving it to me. So that's that. Anyway, thanks for watching this. I'll see you next time with more. Bye. Witness my new power. Let's clean up. Just wasted that. Uh-oh. Well, That might be a problem. The box I was storing in is everything in is now no longer big enough. Alright, well that's not going to last much longer.